Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of the World of Wyldrvir podcast, which I realized last time I didn't say the number, but you know what? I don't think I have to. That's an arbitrary thing that no one was holding me to.
Oh, who even counts numbers? And
I'm
numbers aren't real.
free! I'm free!
I was gonna say, were we counting?
Yeah.
I'm free! Okay. Last time you all met Syr Corintin, leader of OA. Also, fun fact, the leaders of the city-states spell it SYR, and so everyone uses SYR as their title.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's pronounced the same, but it's got a funky spelling. And it's neat. I like it. It was a thing that was in Throne of Eldraine, and I dug it, so stole it. So you all met Syr Corintin, and you met him while he was in the middle of his guitar vibe time.
Yeah.
We
And then,
approached him in sweatpants while we were wearing suits.
And you all got so viscerally off course that now he's taking you to get instruments instead of, taking your photo and being done.
As you do.
And you all make it across town to this very big store that has different instruments lining the walls and everything. And you all step inside, and waiting behind the counter is a created. And they've kind of got a very steel look to them, except they have a little sapling growing out from their back, the way that you might see a radio antenna.
Oh, cute.
They're very industrial seeming. They have a very cuboid body structure, very very angular. Their face is very boxy. They have little circle lenses for eyes, and little extra lenses. The other fun thing about them is you can't tell if they have legs or if they're on a track. If this building is a track for them, you can't tell. And they have 6 spindly little robot arms that kind of pull at different things.
I love them.
And as you all step in, they just kind of spin a top in your direction. Just go, "Hello, welcome to the music store. Are you looking to get an instrument today?"
Yes?
Yeah?
And then they kind of turn and just go, Syr Corintin, I take it these people are getting their first instruments if you've taken interest. He just kind of nods and just goes, "Everyone, this is Bass, and they run the music store."
Hi, Bass!
They wave all 6 of their hands at the same time, but in opposing directions. So it kind of does the imagination thing from SpongeBob.
I wave both of my hands back.
And then they just go, "I take it you all do any of you have ideas for what you would like your first instrument to be?"
Something that goes thumpy thumpy.
One at a time. What did you say? And they kind of turn to Plaque.
This is my second instrument, and I would like a portable keyboard.
They kind of take a moment to process that. And then you even see the little loading thing in one of their lenses. And then oh, interesting. I can make that happen for you. Would you like it built? Would you like it to be part of your components, or would you like it to be separate?
Their eyes sparkle. I would like it to be part of me.
Understood. And they just kind of again, you can't tell if they're walking or if they're on a track, or maybe they have a wheel. They very quickly dart to a corner of the room, and their 6 arms pop out to very long lengths, pulling at different shelves and things. All the seemingly multitasking at an efficiency you cannot imagine, pulling and prodding and picking up different bits and pieces of things, just that's too big, that's too small, and pulling out 3 of their arms at a time to look at different bolts, just no, that's not quite right, no, that's not quite right, until eventually they find a piece and yes, perfect, and their 6 arms move and close on the shelves at once, and they spin back to Plaque and just "I could outfit you properly."
Thank you.
Is there anything that you can is there anything anyone else would like to have?
A clarinet would be nice.
They nod and just go I take it you're going for a jazzy sound?
Yeah.
An interesting choice. And a very valid one. And they spin over, pick up different pieces once again, and put together a clarinet and just hand it to you. Scales pretty like instantaneously. And they're just like, it may seem built very quickly, but I just know where everything is. I've been running the store for years. I can tell you just about where every part is.
Fascinating.
OJ, while they are talking to the others, is poking at some of the parts. I want to roll curiosity, but I don't know if rolling anything would do anything.
You can roll.
What would it do? I'll roll.
What do you want it to do?
I don't know. She's just curious.
This is basically a what does that button do roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. 24.
With a 24, Base notices you eyeing stuff immediately and just like spins over to you and just goes, "You said you would like a drum? There are many types of drums. What kind of drum are you looking for?"
Something that goes thumpy thumpy. I don't know what kind of drums there are.
"Here, let me show you." And with flaming fast efficiency, this man is like, "This is a timpani and this is a bass drum," and starts piling drums. It's a little terrifying.
Oh god.
OJ does the anime eye sparkle again.
No, you pick one. You don't get all of them.
Aw,
You just pick
I can't
one.
have all of them? One?
I mean, unless you want to carry all of them, but that's yours to carry.
I mean, you are very strong.
Thank you.
Surprisingly strong.
Yay! I threw a boat. She looks at the person who has put all of these drums in front of her.
Well, that's great for you.
Which one do you recommend for portability?
Ooh. How important is a specific sound quality? Some of these are rather large, best suited for stationary bands. I might have overdone it with the timpani.
Well,
Get
OJ,
them buttons.
OJ, do you want to hit stuff with your hands, or do you want to hit stuff with a? Oh my god, with a drumstick?
Either way.
Not me forgetting what the word drumstick is.
I think maybe drumstick, because my hands are a little bit sticky.
Pulls out, grab, like, two of the arms go behind Base and pull at a cabinet in the back and pluck out two drumsticks for you.
Ooh! Can I hold them?
They are yours.
Thank you!
Try smacking
drumstick.
things, not people.
I would love to smack some things! She's sort of bonking all the drums. Some of them, not where you're supposed to bonk, but she bonks them anyway because she's curious about what they sound like.
They just kind of make unsatisfying, thunky wood sounds because you're not hitting the right parts.
She seems very excited. Look at all the sound varieties these are getting.
You know what? At least she's having fun.
Bonk. I imagine there's like a pair of like some bongos or something that you're supposed to hit with your hands and she's using the sticks on them.
Yeah. Base just kind of like turns to Rhodes and just goes, help?
Yeah, I'll sort of go over to OJ and just be like, what about that one? And I'll just sort of direct her in the direction of the singular, like, seemingly good set.
Just a snare, yeah.
Yeah. Something fun. Whatever you want. But
see, I was just imagining her playing like one of those big stationary sets, but now I'm like, oh wait, no, I need to pick a portable version.
that's fair. Unless you want to carry around a big one. That's your
See, I want
decision.
to, but I don't know if that's feasible.
That's fair. We can. It depends. How far does
You guys
the
can pan-
suspension
you
of this
can-
police go?
You can
How
pan
far?
away for a hot second. She's just enjoying her drums while I Google
Okay.
more portable versions of these marching
Meanwhile-
band drums. Marching band drums!
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
That's it, like, you know, the ones with, like, that's perfect. Like, the ones that, like,
The ones with the harness.
the harness, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, Oh, Plaque, by the way. Base gets you like that keyboard thing you want, and then just kind of looks at you and just goes, "Would you mind stepping into this room? There's like a fitting room for a moment so we can do the augmentations."
Of course.
Plaque, you step in and like the curtains close, and you just hear like various like drill and machinery sounds. And when the curtains peel back, Plaque, you're like, you are able to, on a whim, with a thought, like pull up this keyboard from like, it's almost like a boom arm on the side of you that is hidden away by your cloak, and then like it kind of like goes up, out, and then extends to be a full keyboard, and then just like compacts, swings down and into. It's very cool. You just have a keyboard attached to your robot parts that you can just pull out at any point. I'm just imagining the speed and smoothness with which anime characters use the fucking dual discs in Yu-Gi-Oh! Except it's a keyboard. And like Plaque, you walk out normally, and then you like pull it out and surprise everyone with your cool Sun keyboard.
Oh my god.
Do you play Sun and keyboard? What kind of music would Plaque play on the keyboard?
Ooh. Why was that my first thought? The first thought was something from Dear Evan Hansen because I am trash.
God, mood.
Black just plays Requiem.
Sad.
Oh no!
Because listen, they were looking for something funeral appropriate, so
That's fair. That's fair. We did mention that.
Like
Black
taps
Hole.
on the keyboard.
Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing.
No.
no.
I suggest this idea, and I hate myself for doing it.
Black, but I just Aki and company be
Black
hit
plays
with
rolling ball on the piano. I'm just saying.
We did
Also,
it.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, I want you to know that at any point from here on in, Plaque can whip out the keyboard and do a keyboard musical stinger for the rest of this campaign.
Thank you.
It's very important that you all know the potential you've given me with this.
Oh no.
And also that you've given Aki, because Plaque is Aki's character, and now Aki can play anything on the piano whenever Plaque wants.
Oh, fear. Why did we get instruments? This was a bad idea. We gave OJ drums and Plaque a keyboard.
And Bass kind of like swings out from the fitting room and back behind the front desk, and just kind of turns to all of you back to, I believe Scales, you already got your clarinet. Are you like playing with it, trying to test it out?
Yeah.
We will come back to you then. It just turns to Ori, Rhodes, and Asher because you're the three who haven't given him anything yet. And they just kind of turn to you. Now don't be shy. You came here for instruments, and I'm here to provide. Bass is vaguely ominous.
Yeah, I sort of just like look around and I spot the like fun keyboard at the back and I'm like, that seems fun. Is there any chance we could make it pink though?
They like grab the guitar from the one from behind them, hold it out, and just go, "You're telling me you are looking at this piece of craftsmanship and you want it in pink." And to that I say, "You are a genius." And they like spin behind them, grab like a thing of spray paint, shake it in front of you, and immediately just start applying pink paint to the thing.
Wait, inside the building?
Yeah, just right in front of you.
Just right in the building. Oh, I'm sure this
Rose is like, oh no, I asked
wonderful.
too much.
As soon as you do that, like as soon as they start, like something clicks behind the desk and like a little glass thing pops up so it doesn't spread to you all.
Good.
Nice.
And they seem to be doing this with a lot of care and like kind of trying to match adding like little designs that kind of fit Rhodes' sensibilities, you know?
Like it's not just like
It's not just spray painted over
thoroughly
pink.
done. Yeah.
No, like
Spray paint right over like the keys.
no, like, but the thing is,
I'm
they're
sure
using
that's a
two
great
arms.
idea.
They're using 2 arms and are doing it behind their back, and it still looks that artisanal. And with the other 4 arms, they kind of like look to in front of them and just turn to Ori and just goes, "And what about you, Laz?"
Would like to. If you have, I can't remember the word for it. Small guitar.
Ukulele.
Ukulele. I would like a ukulele.
Perfect. They kind of go back onto moving with that like speed of like as if they were wheeling themselves around. And like I said, as they turn turn away from you, you see the 2 arms behind Base's back is doing the spray paint job, and you're like, Rhodes, for a second you're like, oh my god, he's not even looking, but it looks really good. You're just kind of, oh. And they just spin around, look for stuff, and they're just like, yes, the string section. No. They just hear something knock over, and it's like, I'll have to pick that up later. And then spins back over towards you and just goes, your ukulele. And it's just a regular brown ukulele, and just like, if you would like it to be different colors, you only need to ask. I was messing with the other one.
I would love it to be different colors. Could you do it like maybe a gradient of like a blue to a pink?
They pause for that for a second, and they're just like, would you like to start at pink and then go blue, or start at blue and then go pink?
Let's... Oh gosh. What would the difference be?
Just which one is on the top and which one's on the bottom.
Let's put pink on the top and blue at the bottom.
Okay. And they just get their other 2 arms, grab another set of spray paint. They probably need 3 of their arms for this.
Man's running out of arms.
They only have the 1 left.
They have a whole army of them.
And with the last arm, their last little boom arm, they put it underneath their chin and kind of put down, just kind of turn to Asher and was like, and what about you? You're the last one left. And Asher just goes, just a guitar, maybe in red. Lucky for you, red is a popular guitar color. And again, they kind of move over and get a guitar for Asher. And as they do that, the other 2 instruments finish their work. And they put the paint cans back, just in a singular swivel movement, putting them back exactly where they belong. And then in that same circular motion, handing you 3 of your instruments.
Perfect.
And just do a full 360, just very quickly, and kind of realign themselves. And just well then, that should take care of everything.
Can you make mine just match my aesthetic however you want? She's just gonna push the marching band drums in their general direction.
They look at it for a second, look at you, look at that for a second, look at you, just go, I think I can do that. And the 6 arms immediately all just spring up at once, grab different colors of paint and different sequences, and it's just a blur of motion and colors and everything. And it's bright colored mess in the most OJ way possible, with little rhinestones there.
Interesting. I like it. She seems very excited.
And they just kind of put all the things away back in that one fluid motion, spin around again, just go, well, I only craft/sell those. Their actual adventures begin once you leave this place. You have to attune to them in order for them to reach their full potential, but soon they'll start attuning to your magic and become conduits of your innate power.
That's cool.
Yes.
Can't wait till OJ attunes to hers.
You think it's gonna have chaos magic?
I'm
sure
afraid
do.
of that. I mean, it could be cool.
Base
It
just
could
kind
also
of
be
turns.
storm magic. I got that too.
Base just kind of turns to Corintin, just goes, I'm surprised that you haven't shown off your instrument yet. And he just goes I was going to do it with you here, Base. I thought you'd want to show. And Base just kind of goes, seeing as though I taught you everything you know, I think I'm quite okay. But I will never turn one down since you've already put yourself through all the trouble. And they just kind of, Corintin just kind of turns to everyone, just, he may not look it, but he is one hell of a musician. I am a one-robot band. How dare you? I can do percussion,
Those arms, I
strings.
can imagine.
I can do synth and percussion and strings all at once. I can do anything.
I believe that.
And Corintin just kind of goes, yeah, but you don't really got all the, the emotional chutzpah and all. They're just like, just because I am programmed rather simplistically does not mean you get the right to insult me.
Oh no. The
Ooh.
girls are fighting.
And nope.
And there's like a tense second, and the mayor and this robot stare at each other, and then they start cracking up. I'm just like, man, we do bully the newcomers, don't we? Yeah, we do. He was my music teacher, so I mess around with y'all a lot, and anyone who comes in. I only gave him the function. He added his own flair. There's just like this nice moment where you realize that all of the tension has just been those two fucking with you.
Yeah. It's just, whew.
Yep.
Oh, they're just screwing with us.
Ori seems a little bit bummed.
That said, they turn to, I would love to hear how you've progressed with your, what did you name it? And he pulls out a fucking guitar like Rhodes. He just goes like, you mean Sand Slasher? And he just goes, right, yes, the thing you named it. He's just like, are we still joking? He was like, I'm just being sarcastic. You taught me that, didn't you? Base is vaguely cryptic. I'm slowly realizing I've made a very cryptic robot.
Nice.
Plaque appreciates it. Plaque has found one of their own.
And as Corintin plays this guitar, you do feel like the air in the room kind of shift and move a bit with it. And it's like, yeah, no, he's definitely like controlling Gus with his music. It is tied to his magic. You can kind of feel it push and pull, you know?
That's cool. Ori wants to try and play along.
Yeah, as you kind of match his beat, Ori, with your ukulele. It's a weird mix of sounds, guitar and ukulele.
I'm gonna roll for this.
Yeah, go for it.
What would I add to that? Do I have anything? I do not. Oh, I do have mimicry. Would that count?
Yeah, I'll allow it, yeah.
Let's see, where's a D10? I never use D10s. That's a D8. That's a D10. Okay, so that's gonna be a 10 total.
It's not great at first, but you do pick it up, you know, like I said. Eventually the air starts to get kind of like condensed. You do feel like a bit of water start appearing in the air, you know?
The air becomes moist.
Yeah. And it's Ori's water magic starting to mix in, and Base just kind of turns around and just goes, well, I take it that you've proven your point. Now that you all have your instruments, slowly but surely you will gain magical prowess in them, and you will begin to be able to, well, perform new feats of magic.
It's so cool.
They just kind of turn and just go, yes, it is.
I want you to know that I had to like stop myself from saying that's so poggers.
God.
I'm very tired.
Imagine that being, just imagine you willing poggers into canon.
No.
I'm not doing that to y'all. I'm not.
Oh, that would, fear.
Let's be real. Plaque, if it's going to do everyone, Plaque would do it.
Black would say poggers. As you guys start to like clear out because you've gotten your instruments, Base just kind of stops scales. Just goes, can I ask you something very quickly?
Yes.
I couldn't help but notice. Is that a tape recorder?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Interesting choice. I have not seen one of those in a very long time.
Do you, have any tapes?
Only instrumental pieces, I believe. But if you would like them, I have no further need.
Yeah, I'm just, and Scales kind of like pulls it up forward and just kind of holds onto the tape recorder. There's, yeah, there was just some interesting things. I think when we're traveling, it'll be a good thing to invest in, you know?
They nod and just kind of go like, "Now, where did I believe those?" And they start like pulling at stuff and everything. And they hand you a couple cassette tapes and then just kind of stop right before they do and just go, what were in the tapes that you already have? Since you did not remove the first one from the player.
They were this lady, this named Isabel, talking about stuff before the World Soul. Actually, it was really interesting. A really interesting bit of history.
There's just like something spinning in the loading image. Really now, that is interesting.
Yeah, I thought so.
I believe that these tapes will be of interest to you. I do not know how old these are, but they seem to be music from well before we started creating magical instruments. So perhaps these will be of some interest. Music is a rather ancient form of art, but here in Oa we celebrate it in all its forms.
Cool. Thank you very much.
No problem. Perhaps they will be of some use to you as you further on your historical ventures.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm
sure there will be.
As you start to head out, they just kind of turn to you and just go, good luck. I will... If you ever find out more, feel free to come by and let me know. I am curious. And as you leave Scales, they kind of like spin back around, and you can't tell if they're just like watching the tapes go by, or if they're just like following their track programming, which was weird. Like something about bass didn't feel like other created. I'll just put it that way. Not like a menacing way, but like they might be older,
Interesting. No, that's cool. We're making note of this.
Yeah. Like they were way more robotic than other created you've met.
Okay. Can I roll one of my skills, mine like a steel trap, to see if I've ever met anything like bass before?
Sure, go for it.
Can I roll curiosity?
Would you have
Just 'cause
listened
I'm
to
curious.
this?
Well, she's right there. The conversation is being right next to her.
25.
So,
That's
I
a
would
19
imagine
plus
so.
6.
26. You can roll, OJ. Yeah. 26. Scales, you... Okay. It's not that...
Oh my god.
It's not that bass isn't a created, Like, they definitely are. It's more so, like, some of the stuff that was mentioned, like them being Corintin's music teacher, and, and not that the mayor's old by any stretch, but, like, he's an adult.
Yeah.
And stuff like how they seem to know in like this place very well and very practiced. It gives you the impression that they might be a very early created, one that is still like on the borderline of robot and sentient life.
Interesting.
Whereas
That's
you
really
and
cool.
Plaque are like far more personable, I guess.
Yeah.
Base might still be in that awkward middle stage between robot and created. But that's just your immediate possibility. You can't be certain,
Yeah, I gotcha.
OJ got a 26.
You do pick up that he is old. Base is very old.
Curious.
Yeah.
As you all leave, though, Plaque, you heard Scales talk, and everyone else heard Scales talk about those tapes, and I think this might be the first time that they explained that.
Yeah. I mean, I got them while Scares and Asher were off doing stuff by themselves. So this is the first time any of the party has like run into Scales' tapes.
Yeah. So is anyone going to ask about that? Or dig into it? What are you going to do?
You got history tapes?
Oh,
You got any good music on those tapes?
Well, I may have just gotten some good music, but no, the original tapes. There's just a lady named Isabel talking.
Isabel, that's a pretty name. What's she talking about? Yeah.
We talked about stuff that happened before the Word Soul, like Like she was talking about it like she didn't know the world soul existed. Like they're really old tapes.
Oh,
I don't
my
know.
gosh.
She was talking about exploring it, I think. I don't know. My own memory is failing me. But yeah, something like it had just popped up, or that it had, or that something was going weird and they wanted to investigate. It was really interesting.
I'm really interested in the world soul. It's something that's at Tor, like, it's talked about a lot at Torin because it's said that Torin's a bit more connected to the world soul with the world tree and all that. Can I listen to them?
Of course. And Scales will put in the tape.
Yeah.
And it.
I won't replay it, but it's the same idea. It's just this lady talking about like how she's part of this science group who are trying to discover magic. And they're talking about it as if it's not something that is commonly known to exist.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was a good find, I think.
Yeah.
Really cool.
We should try and find more of these tapes because
Yeah.
they might be saying stuff about how the world soul formed. That's cool.
Can Ori look at the music tapes that they got?
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna make an investigation check.
Totally. Go
OJ
for
just
it.
kind of sits there looking very deep in thought.
That's gonna be a 14.
You put one in, and there is music playing, and it's nothing you've ever heard before. It's like
Do a good old pun. Just do Old Faithful. It's Claire de Lune.
oh yeah.
That's very pretty.
Yeah, it is very pretty. A little haunting. Okay. Plaque.
Yes.
How do you feel about this?
Flack thinks it's interesting, but isn't fully paying attention. They're more really excited about the new thing that got added into them.
Oh yeah, you're like whipping at the piano and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have this mental image now of Scales' tape recorder playing an old and worn like tape of Claire de Lune and Plaque matching it on their piano.
Yes.
And as the two of them like play this together, Plaque, you start feeling something as you perform, and you weren't intending, you really weren't intending on this being a real thing, but the more you match and mimic this tape, the more you feel like a sense of connection, maybe, and you keep going and you start being ahead of the tape, just still performing a bit faster than the tape would, and a little bit more sharp than the worn tape would make. And to the rest of you, this like shadowy magic starts appearing around the corners of the keyboard and start to drip down and stuff. And these shadows coalesce into images, and Plaque, you notice they're like silhouettes of Rhea and Nini. And they kind of stand next to you as you perform, and you're thinking of them in this moment. And they coalesce. And they just kind of sit there, these shadowy simulacra, sit at your side, and you just keep playing. And the rest of you watch as Plaque has this moment of connection with people who are very far away, but are still their family. And Plaque, you kind of wrap up the song, the simulacra fade into the daylight.
Plaque just kind of stands there realizing what the fuck just happened.
Scales just like very politely claps.
OJ is not just quiet, polite clap. She's doing a full-on round of applause. Very aggressive clapping. Wait, oh, I thought Ninny the duck.
Oh, Nitty the duck is named after
Yeah.
Nitty.
Yeah, no, but I had the
Yeah,
mental
the
image of
chicken
just
Minnie
a
was named
shadow
after.
duck vibing there.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
it
how
could
come
be
the
both.
duck and not
Could be both.
any of the other
Could it be
boys?
both?
I'd say up to Plaque.
Hmm?
I was saying it's up to Plaque if you want it to be both your sister and the duck.
No, the duck's already here with me. I mean, the chicken. The chicken's
Oh
already
yeah,
here
the
with me.
chicken, right. You're right.
I thought it
Yeah.
was a duck.
It is a
Wait.
chicken now.
No.
When did it become a chicken?
Magic.
I'm pretty sure it was a
Alright.
chicken.
It doesn't matter.
It's a chicken now.
Huh? It's a chicken now, okay.
We're all good.
And Asher just kind of turns and just goes, Plaque, did you know you could do that?
They shake their head. They seem stunned.
Could we all do that?
I want to
Was-
make my family appear. She's gonna start playing drum.
Was that just a plaque only thing because of the piano, or was that the drums? Or was that the keyboard?
I think it's what Base was talking about connecting your magic to your music. I think Plaque thought of their family, and then that connection happened. Maybe.
I mean, it's good a theory as anyone else.
What do you think, Rhodes?
I mean, it's certainly possible, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's impressive. It's impressive for sure. I don't know.
I love this like serious conversation with just drums aggressively in the background.
Yeah.
So, what are you thinking about as you're hitting your drums?
Since they saw that they're thinking about their family back in Torn.
Is that, I guess my question to you is that something that would really matter to OJ in like the big grand scale?
Oh yeah, she loves her family.
Okay. You start to feel the start of something, but maybe you think it might be like you're trying to do exactly what Plaque did, so it might not be exactly the same, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to focus it the exact way you saw Plaque do it, and like you feel the start of something, but it doesn't click the way it did with Plaque. Because like and you kind of deduce you're trying to mimic something very personal, you know?
Didn't work. So I guess it is just a black thing.
It might also have been that it might also be a Plaque thing because that's what Plaque was thinking. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff we can do with that. Corintin just kind of chuckles and just goes, your attunement happens when you put something very special and personal into your playing. And Plaque was thinking of home, and home matters a lot to Plaque. And then that attunement happened. I think it'll be different for all of you, but I don't know. For me, I was thinking about all the things I would see and all the people I would perform the first time Wind Magic came through Sandslasher. Thinking about, the future and I don't know, just making people happy. That's what did it for me, but I think it's a very personal experience.
I don't know what matters much more to me than my family.
We'll see. It might also just been timing,
Okay.
Time's gotta be right. But we do have a picture to take before we get all deep and philosophical about the magic of music and such.
Mm-hmm.
By
Agreed.
the way, do you want to do that in the stuffy old room, or do you want to do it out in the streets of Oa?
I think the streets of Oa
Get a
sounds
cool-
fun.
Get a cool
Perfect.
background.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think this
Better
spot's
lighting.
nice. I think this spot works. And they immediately pull out a camera.
Good. I imagine we all pull out our
Different various things.
wayfinders.
Yeah. And you
OJ
all...
pulls out her Polaroid.
Oh yeah, I forgot we got one.
within a few moments of preparing yourselves, you all get this very nice picture. And as you do, you get a third little badge appearing in your wayfinders. As you get these pictures, Corintin just kind of chuckles and just goes, "That takes the place of visiting the outpost, since really it would just have been the same conversation, really." Looks like you only have one last thing to get done here at Oa, which is the Stardust Amphitheater. I would accompany you because the amphitheater is my favorite place, but I do have business to tend to. I do have friends there who might be working on a few shows and such, so if you want to switch into your regular clothes, go for it, but the amphitheater is a great place to end your time in Oa. Unless you're participating in that old balloon race.
Balloon race, yes.
Are we doing the balloon race? Have we heard of the balloon race yet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
remember that
Finch mentioned
guy?
it very quickly.
Who stole your umbrella
Oh,
temporary
yeah.
permission?
I forgot about him. Even though that was like 2 days ago. Oh yeah, going to the amphitheater sounds fun though.
Yeah. And then he just kind of goes, "It'll be fun for you all to do one more game in Oa, since considering your track record of how well you did in Port Prisma."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just kind of chuckles and just goes, "For all you know, people who lost last time might come back for a shot at first place. You know how competitions breed."
I glance at Scales.
This is what you need to teach me how to fly so we can win now. Teach me how to fly. They look at Scales excitedly.
We'll be in a balloon, so the balloon will be the flying.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's a balloon
Big
race.
sigh of relief.
I mean, I hope that wasn't... well, who knows, it could have sown a little seed of drama. Dun dun dun. And he walks away after literally making the dun 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 sounds,
Oh my god.
leaving you all...
Thank you.
No problem, kids, have fun. And just leaving you all with cool instruments in the street of Oa, and Asher just turns around and goes, "Do you actually think Sandblast would come back just for petty revenge?"
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't put
probably.
it past him.
Man, we all think so low of this man.
Well, I mean,
I've had one conversation with him, but I
you
still
seem like you like
provide-
competition.
I don't know. We're gonna go 2 for 2. We're gonna beat him again if he shows up. If he dare shows his face again.
Ooh.
Oh, oh.
Asher turns to Ori and Plaque and is just like, "I mean, Plaque, you basically won us the racing part of that with your boat speed. You think you could do it again with your hot air balloon?"
Absolutely.
And Ori, you could make our balloon as artistically nice as you'd like.
Can make theirs just as unartistically nice as I like.
Red should come back for the flying race just to scare Sandblast again.
Yes.
So we're gonna make Red like the bane of Sandblast's existence.
Mhm.
I think she already is the bane of Sandblast's existence.
We can
Even
do
worse.
that. Even worse. He just kind of turns to Scales and just goes, "I hope you know if we ever see him again, we're demolishing him at whatever challenge he throws at us."
I mean,
If that's the thing you want, of course.
we'll have to see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Sorry that we dunk on your sibling constantly.
I
I
mean,
mean, is he really even a sibling?
he yes. He
Have you-
wasn't very
that-
nice.
Have you talked to him?
Yes.
Like just the one day though.
Well,
Like you found out he existed like 2 days ago.
you have siblings, don't you, Rhodes?
Yeah.
So the day after they were born, were they not your sibling because you only met them for one day?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but also, like, he's a jerk, and you can choose your own family.
Oh, we are on very different. You're talking about very different things. I mean, I guess he is always my little brother. I don't know. Maybe he's just gotta grow up and he'll be nicer when he gets older.
Maybe.
We can hope.
Yeah.
But for now, let's go to the theater. And maybe we'll get to watch a play.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Ooh.
Maybe we
I'm sure Oa has great plays.
Maybe we could be in a play.
Do you think that we could just walk up without rehearsing a play and just be like, play now? And they'd be like, okay. And then we go play? Do you think
Asher
that'd be
blinks.
possible?
Asher blinks and just goes, OJ, do you know what improv comedy is?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
I think I'm about to open up a whole new door of possibilities for you, my friend.
Oh, yay.
And we're gonna end on Asher being cryptic about knowing what improv comedy is.
Good.
Like doing the grabbing OJ by the shoulder and holding their arm out, you know?
Oh, good.
And thank you all for hanging out. And I know these last couple sessions were very we gotta get through this and this and this, but we're back.
We're back, baby.
And now that you have your cool instruments and now that Plaque has rejoined the party, you guys are gonna get to go to a cool theater. And who knows what'll happen next. Definitely not me, least of all me. Thank you to our lovely patrons. Thank you to everyone who helps this happen. And our Wyldrvir survival tip is, if you want ominous story beats to happen, play Claire de Lune. Play Claire de Lune equals ominous story beats. That's just how it works. I'm sorry.
Has never failed us.
It has never failed us before, and it will never cease to fail us. You'll play in the morning just in your house, and that'll be the night where you learn ghost stories. I'm just foolproof plan. I speak from experience. Don't ask. Bye.